Amazons versus the undead team. Let's flip the coin. Let's check the coin. Let's keep the coin. There we go. Everyone's getting paid in this division, finally. Well, here we are. It looks like it's going to be a skinny day here. The Amazons are coming in here. They've got the Fane. They've even got a Bloodweiser Babe here. And of course, they got the Apothecary, 3 rerolls. And of course, the Undead. Well, you can see they've come in with 4 rerolls here. It's like he doesn't trust his team. It's probably not surprising. Who would trust them? A bunch of rotting sacks. Anyway, as you can see, he's acquired quite a lot of block across the team. And he's got 2 critical tackle players here. Because, yes, he's dealing with the Amazons, and as you can tell, he's got quite a lot of blodgers. Because at least 4 of those already do have the favourite block skill. And you can see in here, he's got the deadly one back here. He's got a critical player here. God stand firm. That's going to be a key thing in several plays. And of course, the nimble little ninks here. This ought to be a rather interesting match. Let's see how well these coaches do against themselves. As, let's face it, MCC Division is a complete shake-up with Nuffle just taking a teabag to every team he can. Right, let's have at you. It's an easy eye kick. They should make life a little bit interesting here. Come on, out of the rafters, let's go. There we go, all done. Well, as you can see here, they do have one unskilled, generally, ghoul out here. And of course, the ladies, well, they're actually standing on quite a few reserves. He's got the blodging, of all things, thrower off the pitch for this particular drive. He's saving her. And of course, one of his many niggles. As you can start seeing, he's got the Amazons. Well, they haven't gotten out of here perfectly, but they've had quite the streak getting here, including, as everyone's note, they've done quite phenomenally well. They've had a stolen win and even a stolen tie. Now, as they say, you know, can't be good, you got to be lucky. And yeah, this knows, you know, especially in the pub, he gets bloody lucky. But that's all well and said here. Let's see what goes here. There's a quick reroll right off the bat here. He's going for the critical hit, does not get it. There's a solid punch there in the front line. He's got her down stunned. And so far things are looking mighty deadly here by the undead team. But we know what the quality of the Amazon coach is like here. This is just a very temporary setback. He's just going to suck it up. And next thing you know, he's going to just clean them up here. Any mistake made here by the undead team, these fine lasses should be able to exploit. Alright, here we go. They're gathering their wits about them. As you can see, yeah, there's the critical player there. Blodge, stand firm. God. That's going to be a terror in this little area. As you can see, well, he's only got the one guard here. He did manage to get the block on this one. It's a good buy of skill, don't get me wrong. But especially when you're dealing with mummies, you really do need the guard. So, strong right. There's a solid punch. Oh, and look what you're going in with. It's a solid stun. There she goes. Trampoline timing. And nothing. But it's still a stun. And that was it for the counter attack by the Amazons. Right, let's see what the undead can shamble along here. Now, of course, since he's dealing with so many different blodgers on this team here, you can see why he's focusing here. He's trying to get rid of the tackles here, and he's hoping that there's not too many powers rolled for most of the game. Now, you can see there, he's spending another precious reroll early just to get the tackle off. And what he does actually choose not to use the stand firm, he does shove it back, but doesn't get a crack out of it. It's becoming a wee bit of a, you know, pile up over here. Meanwhile on the side flank here. Not like too exciting. Well, there he goes. 1 in 9. Well, suddenly not too sure. You really should have spent those rerolls. I can see why you're spending them. You're trying to get critical 3 players down, but so far, it's not working. And that gives the Amazons a good chance here to fight it right back. There's a solid push away. And he's going to keep this dear lady in reserve, just in case he can pick another special player. Now the Amazons might actually be looking at the flank here. This is actually not such a bad thing. He's taking a bit of a gamble there. There's a one-die block. It pays off. Alright, with a stun. Well, I'll take that one. That's a good pay-in. And then over here, block meets block. Where are you going, young lady? Well, the Amazons are staying a wee bit conservative. Well, he's now just sorting. He's going to go with the red dice. He does re-roll that. He does get the push away. That will help. Meanwhile, over here on the flank, well, it's just another push me, push you. Well, no fear from the ladies so far. Well, there's not a solid punch down. He's got the block, unfortunately. Still no crack. And he rolls right into it, 1 in 36. Well, that's the break the ladies actually needed here. Expect this to become beginnings of a roll up the flank. And the front line should probably collapse at this point here. So, let out, ladies. It's handbags at 40 paces. Let at them. Not to push me, push you. That's quite fine now. Now, where's this lovely lady going? Well, he's just sorted here. Still a bit more damage in the centre. Now, there's a solid hit. Well, there's a good crack. What is she keeping in that handbag? It's definitely an anvil. I applaud your initiative, young lady. Well done. And now, suddenly, the undead, as predicted, now have a real problem. Now, they haven't had the flank turn just yet. Well, it's only a matter of time, but the centre's definitely collapsing. He's not missing a trick on this one here. It's trampoline time. Gotta get this one player. And you fail at fouling. Doll, you suck. And again, another one-die roll in here. Skulls it out, but he does re-roll that. But there's another precious re-roll burned away. And he decides to get an extra player stuck right in. Well, he's trusting in the blodge and the sidestep. It's not such a bad idea. As long as these players don't have tackle, it's a fighting chance. It's only a 1 in 3. And yeah, there it is right there. He's trying. And now he comes in with the tackler. 1 in 9s, followed by a 1 in 9. This might be the swan song here for the undead, because let's face it, 4 turns, all 4 rerolls, they're gone. What's he got to show for it? Hasn't even scored, hasn't even gotten anything cracked. Well, not in a way that actually matters, so you can see desperate times, desperate measures. And then he skulls it out again. You couldn't have wrapped that one up with a bow even better. Well, he's not one to turn down a precious gift here, and he's not going to miss a trick. That's a good choice of not using a reroll there. He's still got 2 players to hit away. And then he chances the red dice double skull. Has to blow the reroll there, does get the push away. There's a risky play. He gets it though. Solid hit, a mumming's down. 2 dice here. Well, so much for blodge. He got him. And suddenly a lucky bounce is the only thing that saves the undead on that one. But they're not leaving on this. Suddenly, second 1 in 36 of the turn there for the Amazons. Nuffle's having fun. He's just unzipping his flying teabag, both of them at this rate. Oh, here we go. Turn 5. No rerolls left. And the undead have got a bit of a poser. Yes, you've got the ball, but not exactly who you want to have the ball. He's not the one you want. You want him hitting something. Well, I have to figure out a way to actually contain this. The only bright side they've got, they finally have gotten one removed. And that's on its double skull. Finally hits the elusive little lady. There's a big one there. It's through. It's no long-term injury. Well, there's an interesting call. He decides to actually apothecary that and bring her back in the game. I can see it's a really top player, but it's not a permanent injury. Well, we'll see how that works. Well, he does finally get the tackle on the stand firm, but she's not going anywhere. Another quick tackle over there. And the Undead might actually be trying to contain this one. The problem is, containment's not what they want to be doing. They want to be scoring. Right now, their option is they can either try and drive through the centre. Well, that seems to have been what the plan was all along. Or they can change the plan and go left. They've got the manoeuvrability. They could do it. Once again, knowing no fear, these Amazons, another one die, and they get a second one too on another blodger. What's going on? Well, it looks like Nuffle's changing his mind for the second time, and another one-die block actually works. This is getting pretty incredible here. Nuffle seems to be picking a side here. He's decided he likes the ladies. Well, not surprising. I've seen their calendar. And yet another one-die, and that one works too. 4 for 4. So, of course, you know, the only play that kind of matters sort of trips on all the blood. Well, that's called pushing your luck quite a lot. Basically, and literally, the 6 dice you rolled finally was the one. Right, turn 6. It's a salvageable situation here. But now he has to actually, as predicted, he's got to get the ball and pop this way if he's actually serious about scoring. Well, finally he gets contact, but down he goes. And now he can't clear the stand firm one off. Well, that's going to keep a guard there. Does it count on the second bounce? Now, according to the sacred text of Nuffle, no it doesn't, so that's a turnover. And off to the races, here we go again. Not missing a trick here. It's an easy, unless you're 1 in 36, that one. Yeah, might as well remove another player from the pitch. Good plan. And suddenly, well, the Undead are now down 2 players this drive. It's back even, 9-9. This favours the Amazons with their high agility. What was that dodging? No, they're definitely very dodgy. Except for this team. This is a very blodgy team. Oh, we're keeping it nicely zoomed in here. Well, there's a solid punch meat pursuit. This might be the first turn the Amazons actually aren't getting anyone knocked down. And just as I say it, they do find another one. It's another KO. Oh, that has got to be the biggest pair of anvils I've ever seen in a brazier. Anyway, is that what we're calling them now? And there you go, clever dive away. I'll need to park there. Well, I can see why. He sees what the Undead team's probably going to do. Turn left. He's got to keep a... Yeah, no, you're not helping your situation, lad, by doing that. You've pushed it into the same way to prevent you scoring. Over here. But, well... there's Nuffle's answer to you, lad. 136, double score. This is a clear example of, you know... If the plan doesn't succeed, change the goal, but never the plan, evidently. He is very determined to go right up this way. Well, guess what? It's not going to work, mate. Now, you can't score. Well, how do the Amazons feel about this one here? You've definitely got... yes, there's a good move. Eligible receiver. And it comes, quick strike, 1 dice. Finally, block on block. And here's another quick dodge away. Oh, he's got it really sealed up here. Well, what are you going to do now? The only undead team. It's like, this is almost making their hearts beat. I swear I had a little thump from this one. There we go. He can't resist. It's a big blitz. I definitely want to. And it's another solid push. Now he's got the guard stuck in. Here we go. Oh dear, it's 1 in 36. Second bloody time. Well, Nuffles definitely seems to be having a good laugh on this one. Yeah, he's like that flag in golf. And there's another shove off. Brilliantly engineered. Doesn't get an injury on it, but you know he'll take that one. And the Amazons just are not missing one here. There's another one. We see what's coming here. Oh, I see it coming. There it is. He makes both. Goodbye, good night, sunshine. Yeah, meet the crowd's fist. And they fist him indeed. Rib crawler. You've been rib caged. You've been rib torn. You're not and the fans definitely show the favoritism in the fame. That's a perfect place to throw it there. Does he? Yes, he does. Just takes the throw. Why risk it? It's a beautiful throw. Oh, beautiful. He's got it too. Run, you last run. Just watch out for the hamster. Well, Nuffle. You just so much love being that flag in golf, don't you? Especially in this game. It's 0-0. But this is going to hit there. 2 out. He gets the KO back. And the Amazons are back to a full roster. Let's turn this around here. Restored full rerolls here. And yes, you're seeing that right there. You do your counting right, guess what? The Amazons are up a play at this point. Well, this should be an interesting drive here for the ladies. Can they exploit the fact they're up a player? They've still even got 2 reserves. This is really sort of swinging around here. What have you got here? Dodge kick. Get the extra one off. Right, so it's everything full cold press. It's an impressive thrower now here, because she's got the blodge and, of course, the mandatory short hands for any Amazon thrower. Well, he's decided he's going to see where this ball ends up and then decide which way he goes. Fans are taking displeasure at that one. That's a blodger down for at least 2 turns. Interesting. You put the stand firm near the mummy, so that might not be such a bright idea. Right. Well, the Amazons here decided, well, step 1. Try to pin them down. Let's just push me, push you. That looks like it's probably going to go to the right. Here come the ladies. He's got things well and truly marked up. Here comes that one little Sheila. Here she is. And he decides only the handoff, does not want the SPP. He's not risking anything here. That's awfully risky. That's a favourite, but as you can see, that's the one with blodge and sidestep. And now he's once again going back into risking his 1-die blocks. Well, he got him. But this is looking awfully risky, and you still have this player standing next to 2 mummies. It's only a matter of time before one of them rolls a POW. It's a 1 in 3, and you're going to give him 2 cracks at it. Really think that player needs to be over here. Right. Speak of. Oh, as I called it, unfortunately. And it's even a miss next game. Ouch. Suddenly you're missing a critical player you really need for this drive. And not missing here. Here he goes. That's a risky 1-die block. He does get it though. Unfortunately, it's just a down. Very risky play here by the undead team. It's like they're almost thinking, yeah, we might want to concede this touchdown, but now they're going, you know what, this might actually work. Well, not the best containment, I have to admit. Oh, there we go. Now we're back to the one-die blocks, and now they're not working quite as well. Block me, block you. Here's a good push away. That is a good solid apology in the flank, but unfortunately, you've got 3 players getting tied up by 2 zombies. Ah, here we go. Bringing this one back in. Now I'm starting to wonder if in the intermission they might have taken the car keys out of that damn purse. And they keep saying it's not a purse, it's a handbag. Well, she's blocked her way out. She's got the sidestep. And unfortunately, the mummies are getting right back to work. And there's another one. Good lord. That's 2 by that one. And suddenly, I think the death and injury creep's starting to come. Well, that's huge. Suddenly, looks like the undead team have finally found their pow dice, and it's working, sad to say, very well, because it's the mighty blows that are doing it. Now he's got another one. Death creep indeed. That's it. She is gone, and even worse, you've now given a replacement player to the other team. I'm sure she'll do fine over there. Oh, and there you get lucky. It's just a stun on the niggler. Well, he better score this one here, because now suddenly this has gotten very expensive. And something maybe that early apothecary might not have been a good idea. But you see why he tried to keep that one critical play in. But tackle, it was only a matter of time before someone finally hit her. He's back into the red dice. Don't blame him. He needs to try and get something to work here. He's got to clear this off, get the ball, and try and at least get it close. It's 1 dice. It's a push. And he's at least cleared 1 more. He's got some kind of security here. There we go. 2 dice. It's another push away. And now, let's see what this fine lady can do. Now, good job, she gets it. And she's away. Do you want to risk the 2 go for it, though? There's 1. Unfortunately, there goes number 2. Well, the Amazons definitely do not have sure feet this game. Another reroll's gone out. Now, let's see if the Necros are... Correction, the undead team. Look, they're all necrotic, okay? Fine. It's a push me, push you. Does he play this out correctly? Let's find out. And he's keeping you marked. Where are you going? You've got the gold. It's precisely the place to go. Suddenly, the undead coach is showing brilliance. And that's what happens. He finally finds one of the lack of blodge players. He gets her. It's another injury. And suddenly we're looking at a massive swing of players. He got her. And here's the question. Do you go pick up the ball? He hasn't used one of these yet. And the trend continues. Suddenly, Nuffle. Oh, and he even gets the power on the blodger. It's becoming one of these turns where now suddenly, after the disastrous first half, it's starting to turn back the other way. And it's turning back bloody hard. It's only a stun, but he'll take that and it breaks the players away. But now he's got to figure out, what's he going to do? He's got to get this ball away. He decides, step 1, rescue the player here from the sidelines. And now, strangely enough, does not go after the ball, instead gets parked right back in. Are you sure that's a good idea? And he actually makes the miracle dodge, but he doesn't risk a second one. Well, sad to say, that's going to be easy to clear away. He gets the only needed push me, push you. He decides to bypass the possible serve. Because at this point, he's probably thinking, yeah, what? Let's get this ball right back up. Because, hey, son, end zone, that way. It's a long way to tip it, Eddie. Yeah, right. Well, he looks like he's starting to develop a cage, but he also wants to get some good inning in. He's seeing the crumble. And unfortunately, he's now isolated yet another one of the non-blodging players. That's another bell wrong, as you can see here. He's suddenly down 5. This is from a team that was up 11 players to 10 to start this drive. And as I said, it just goes to show you when suddenly your opponent discovers his POW dice. Clearly he had those put away somewhere. Oh, not missing a trick here. It's a very poor setup cage. Have at you. He got him. Good hit. Are you sucking kidding me? For the second time. Fluke bounced the white, gets it for the second time. Are you sure that's a white? I suspect it's a bunch of floating catcher's mitts in midair. Well now, the Undead team have got a bit of a poser, but that is a big break on the bounce. And now the Mummy's clearly going to get to work here. He's not missing this one either. Here's a chance for the surf. Here comes the tackle. That's another push me, push you, but that's all he needs. Does he take the other block? Yes, he does. You don't miss that one. And believe it or not, it's the best result. It leaves that square filled up. It means pretty much the Amazons, if they really want to try and get this ball, they're going to have to do a stand-up, and then they have to do an error as a move. A one-die block, and they got to look for the POW. Okay. Finally, the Amazons fail a dodge. 1 in 9. That's horrible. Well, Nuffle has finally decided he's firmly taking one side. Well, the fans there, of course, rather generous. They decide just to carry her off for a while, have a drink. There's a stun. And now it's all up about the Undead trying to police things here. Time for a good sip of the whiskey. Right. Well, he's not missing one. He's going to decide he might as well charge this one down because this might be it. He's even keeping an escort there. It's a good idea. Where are you parking? Good spot. There's another push me, push you. At this point, I doubt, yep, there we go, one die, push me, push you. It's at this point here, he doesn't care. He's now having so much fun here with these dice now going. Yeah, I don't even have to finish the sentence, it does it for me. Well, that was the last desperate act there, and unfortunately, yep, GFI's not his friend this game. Amazons clearly have got to do something about their bare feet today. Apparently, the package of foot powder sent by the Goblin team as a matter of courtesy. I might want to have that examined, but I got a sneaking suspicion it's got slip dust. Well, that's maybe not a sensible move, but he does make it on the reroll. A 1 in 9, he finally spends it. That was probably the only breather moment that was there for a moment, but here we go. It looks like it's containment. Nothing else exciting is probably going to happen here, just a couple more quick hits. He's got players contained. Does he even want to throw the one die down there? Now he's done with it. Now it's just a glory block. If he could get away, and again, 1 in 9. Boy, when it ever went wrong, it's decided to all go wrong. What's he going to do? Here we go. Just struck. He's in. 1-0. That is a brutal result here in the MCC division here. Big win here by Dead Skin Mask. Yeah, that's going to keep them up there in the top of the division, chasing down the Lizards. Meanwhile, Illustrian Predators have now got themselves a bit of a problem. They've got some death creep coming in here, and they've got 2 more tough matches coming up. Next time, Nuffle, bless your dice.